Okay, cool. Filming now, but yeah, hi. I haven't made a video in a while. And there's a few reasons for that, really. But the main one comes down to the fact that I'm trying to build a business right now, which is something that It's like it was my biggest interest really is building a business. My only real interest right now, other than the work that I do, which you guys, as you guys know, anyone watching me on Twitch will know that I'm doing an apprenticeship. So the main things that I'm building right now is just a clothing brand, quite frankly, just very, just to basically tell you. The brand's called DeepWork, so it specializes in basically clothes that are for work, but like not any type of work. So we're not talking about suits, we're not talking about ties, we're not talking about jeans or anything. Extremely traditional. We're not doing that because I don't like those things. They're uncomfortable, sweaty, and they just it doesn't exactly make you stand out either. And when you see someone in a suit, it's like they could be doing anything. They could be between meetings, they might be busy, they might be maybe snobby at some points, they might just be working for someone else or for themselves. There's no differentiation. And also when you're in a suit, when I'm in a suit, I look stupid, is what I'm saying. Because when I'm in a suit, it doesn't suit me. It doesn't suit my face, it doesn't suit how I look at all. So when I work and I want to do the things like build the business that I want to build and get really in a state where I have to work really deeply and be really focused on certain things, it becomes impossible sometimes if I'm just wearing something like this, like a normal jumper. It doesn't really... It's just too comfortable. It's too comfortable. It's too casual. It doesn't make you feel any different at all. So what I've been creating is a brand that kind of solves all of that. And it's also directed not towards any worker. It's a specific type of worker that I'm targeting, and that would be people that are kind of more like me, like trying to go and do their own thing, whether that be YouTube content creation, building like a product business or a service business, even like anything really. If you're trying to build something for yourself and become self-employed eventually, or self-sustaining, I like to kind of call it, then you'll be more aligned with the brand that I'm making and the message that I'm trying to get out there, right? All the time right now, we go into work, and especially in these really corporate jobs where all the time you're putting in all your mental energy and effort into doing something that's not really for yourself. It's for someone else. It's partly for yourself because you're getting a salary, but the work and the value that you provide, you don't really see any benefits or additional benefits no matter how well you do. This has led to a lot of workers all around the world not being as satisfied at all with the work that they actually do, and it also leads to people not doing as good of a work as they could do because they're not getting compensated, or they're not getting it's quite frankly they're not getting compensated enough for the amount of effort or additional effort that they could put in, because if you're a high achiever and you go into a place where it's all salary based, you're going to look around and you're going to see some people are working harder than others, but the people that work harder don't always get rewarded. And when you look around and you see that, it does create an ecosystem for everyone else. And if you're any sort of efficient, you'll just immediately think, oh, well, these people don't do as much effort, they get the same pay I do, nothing changes, and I save a bit of mental bandwidth to focus on other things I want to do, right? And that's what ends up happening in a lot of these spaces. And what I want is that I want to regain some of the energy and focus that I put into my work, because I do achieve quite highly. I do my best to achieve highly, and when I get home at the end of the day, I don't have any energy to do anything because I've just been so focused and just really relentless on my work. I don't have to be. I could easily do less, or I could, not be as competent as I am. But out of respect for myself and other people around me, I don't do that. Because one, I don't like to conform, and two, I want to develop as greatly as I can. in as little time as I can. And to me, it's not about the money at all. To me, it's about doing something that I care about, that's for myself, and that I can look back on my life and I can just go, I did that and no one else did it, and I built this thing. Because, you know, back in like hunter gatherer, right, you'd have to build your own house, find your own food. Everything was built by you. But nowadays everything is so centralized, and we're in just this massive economy. The worker is separated from the means of production, so any value that the worker gives, they never really see, and they never really build towards anything that's really for themselves, other than a small savings bank account. So when I get home and I have no energy, I don't want to do anything, what am I to do? You know, I have these ideas, I have these things I want to do, I don't have the energy to do them, and nothing's really there to make me go, or remind me even, that I should be doing it, and that I should get on this grind and I should do more work, because it's better for me in the long term. You don't always realize that after you come back from work, ever. Like, you'll get back and everything will be drained. So what I have is a shirt that reminds me that there's still more to be done, and there's a better way for me to live my life. And that's what I made DeepWork for, really. I know that it's like it's a very random idea, yes. And do I have full confidence it will work? Probably not. I don't know if anyone else feels the way I do or sees the world the way I do. But from my perspective, that shirt that I get that reminds me that there's more to be done, and that there's something better to look forward to. And it gives me a challenge as well. It basically makes me think, how focused am I? Am I willing to be focused enough to put this shirt on and get more work done? Or am I not? Because what this show is about is, you put it on, you do the work that you're supposed to do, and you take it off. You only do it when you work on something that's for yourself, one, that's going to benefit you over the long term, and only when you commit to doing the work and following through. So ideally, if someone got my shirt, I wouldn't want them to put it on unless they were actually going to do some work that actually does something. That's what I've been using it for, you know. I'll put it normally over my chair, and you know, I have the logo facing out, and I just look at it and I just go, there's more to be done. There's more that I can do. So why would I not go and do it? It's that piece of motivation that I need. It's also a good habit to build, because every time I put that shirt on, I immediately know, everything about me knows it's time to work and focus on something, which is tough, especially when you have ADHD or any sort of neurodiversity. It's tough to sit down and focus on something after a long days of work. Same for anyone. So really, I just wanted to update you guys on sort of what I've been doing, how I've been building this, and what's been happening so far, what the work has been looking like so far. So I have some shirts, just to show you, like a lot of like initial concept and designs and stuff that didn't go well. Some didn't go well, some went okay. It was all a massive learning curve of actually trying to learn how to make a t-shirt even, first of all, how to get suppliers to know what to put on the shirt. And also it's about starting it up as leanly as I can, because, you know, at the end of the day, I'm like, 20 years old? I would have like 10, 15 grand to go and put into a product and launch it really well. I don't have that. All I have is a camera, couple £100, and an idea. So yeah, I'll show you the shirts now, because some of them are messed up. Some of them are good, but some of them are messed up. But I'll show you the designs and concepts and ideas I had, just to get more background and give you more of a progress check. Okay, so I got some of the shirts. Now, I'm not sure the order of these being in or anything, but here's the first one. So this is kind of like the initial idea, right? It says the logo there. It says it on the inner neck as well, which I thought was pretty cool, you know. Considering I never did anything like this before at all. It's quite nice that I can do this and make these quite easily. I did make them through Printify. I think this one was like a last stage concept one. The first iteration was something... Let me have a look, I think it was this one. So this is the first iteration. As you can see, or if you can't, it's a camera, but basically the outline is darker. So it doesn't, I pasted in the image of the logo, right? And the image of the logo has a black background. It's not transparent or a PNG. This is an issue because when they're printing out t-shirts for you on like DTG, everything has to be printed because they don't check it or they don't take out any backgrounds. So it is just a block of black on top of the text, which obviously isn't ideal. It doesn't make it look that great, for one. And also, it's not the best to be peddling to people or to be saying to people at all. So I didn't go with that iteration, obviously. I changed it, and this is like the next iteration of it, right? So this is when it was pretty well defined, pretty good. There's only two iterations that I have on hand, because the third iteration is the final product, which I do have listed on the website. I decided to take off the stuff at the back because right now I'm going through, testing if the idea has any sort of ground to run on, see if anyone wants it, for example. So what I had to do with that was simplify the design, make it to where it's just a logo on a t-shirt, basically, with this, and see how that goes. The issues that I've come across so far is that, well, one, site traffic is hard to get. I don't know nothing about advertising, or anything, so that's the first problem. This is also quite big. I wanted these big heavy shirts because they're like quite comfortable. They're comfortable, but they're also like, they could be smart casual easily. Just putting those aside, that's what's happened so far. That, along with the website, because no one was going on it and I was getting no traffic. In the last week I've done SEO on it, so I've learned SEO and what it actually like means and what you do, or at least the very, very basics, putting the metadata, getting keywords, putting them into your titles and stuff. I've done all of that. I've made a few blogs as well, kind of giving an idea of the brand and what it's built around, really, and what the method is for it. So yeah, that's what's happened so far. I'm going to show probably, look, I will be showing, yeah, it's fine. Show here in the edit, by the way, the actual like website. So here's the website. This took a while to make. And I don't know nothing about web design. I know nothing. So the fact that it looks as good as it does is quite reassuring to me. But yeah, so far, no customers, no sales. But we're in early days, very early days. Very but yeah, I hope to improve slowly over time. And the shirt's going to help me do that, Because this is the first business I've ever actually started that's online, based online. I've got a lot of learning to do, but I like this because these videos can be like a little catalogue of all the stuff I learn, all the lessons along the way. Thank you for watching, and bye.